Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to explore something terrifying. What happens when you strip away everything that makes life easy? No bed, no phone, no hot showers, no safety nets. For 72 hours straight. In this Fear Detox experiment, I pushed my mind and body to the edge to uncover how deeply comfort controls us, and what happens when you take it all away. It was an emotional roller coaster that changed me forever. And by the end, I had a crazy realization that might change your life too. So buckle up. This is going to get real. This isn't a prank. This isn't a challenge for views. This is the most uncomfortable 72 hours of my life. If I made it through this, so can you. I recently saw a bunch of creators doing the 24-hour comfort challenge, where they go without their phones, their beds, any luxury, and then at the end, they say they feel refreshed and rejuvenated. But what if it went way further? What would happen if I did 72 hours without comfort? When I announced my plan online, people said I'd last less than 24 hours. They underestimated just how toxic comfort has become. We think it's harmless, but it's the most addictive drug of our generation. What I really discovered was that comfort creates a vicious cycle. It's the hamster wheel of comfort paralysis. Avoiding the things we fear makes us more anxious, which lowers our resilience and makes us want comfort even more. So I was curious, could I break free from the wheel? I've seen people do crazy things to overcome challenges, push their limits, and transform themselves. I wanted to know if I could tap into that same power within me. I had to discover what it meant to truly confront and overcome fear. And that's why I committed to the ultimate Fear Detox Challenge, 72 hours without comfort. Before I continue, here are the rules that will strip you bare. No bed, no phone, no hot water, no processed food, no entertainment. If I quit, I prove comfort owns me. Here's the countdown clock. I thought I was ready, but I was wrong. The first night was torture. My body was screaming for comfort, and my brain was screaming louder. You might think it's physical pain, but it's worse. It's mental torment. I tossed restlessly, trying to sleep on the hard floor. Cold sweats drenched my sheets. I paced back and forth like a caged animal. Every second was agony. I felt completely alone. Then the whispers started. The insidious thoughts that seeped into my mind and twisted my emotions into knots. Why am I doing this? No one has to know. No one cares. Just give up already. These voices echoed in my head, amplifying my distress and making it feel like I was trapped inside my own mind. I felt like I was losing my grip on reality, pulled between the desire to escape and the desperate need to prove to myself that I could endure. At some point, I tried box breathing, a technique to calm the nervous system. I inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. But it failed. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was drowning in a sea of fear. I needed help, but there was no one to reach out to. I was utterly alone in my struggle against the relentless tide of discomfort. Then something unexpected happened. As I wrestled with my own thoughts, I experienced a profound shift in perspective. The panic subsided and a new understanding dawned on me. This was the moment I realized I wasn't fighting discomfort. I was fighting myself. Because beneath the surface of my fear, I harbored a secret belief, something I never allowed myself to acknowledge before. I thought I was weak, but in that moment of vulnerability, I confronted the truth. It was time to rewrite my narrative. And that's when I remembered the words of a wise teacher. The fear doesn't go away, but it starts working for you. I decided to reclaim my journey and turn the tables on my fear. Instead of being its prisoner, I would become its master. I found solace in knowing that I wasn't alone in this struggle. Humanity has always faced adversity, and our ancestors didn't succumb to fear. They used it as fuel to innovate, adapt, and survive. I realized that fear could be my greatest asset or my worst enemy, depending on how I chose to perceive it. The next day, I began taking micro exposures, small steps to rewire my fear pathways. Each bite of plain oatmeal felt like a victory. Each minute without my phone was a badge of courage. Each sunrise brought a sense of accomplishment. I started seeing small wins stack up. By facing the fear head-on, I chipped away at the walls around my heart, and slowly a smile returned to my face. As the days passed, something incredible happened. The fear didn't go away, but it started working for me. It became my compass, guiding me to resources and opportunities I never knew existed. It gave me clarity, focus, and determination. It showed me that I was stronger than I ever believed possible. On the third day, something amazing happened. I laughed. Not a nervous giggle, but a full belly laugh that shook my whole being. I realized that joy could exist even in the midst of discomfort. I could find happiness in the simplest of things. A warm breeze on my skin, the sound of birds singing, the taste of fresh air. I discovered a strength within myself I never knew I possessed. I was unfazed by the lack of creature comforts. I embraced the challenge and found beauty in the struggle. By the time the 72 hours were up, I felt like I had emerged from a battlefield victorious, but forever changed. The world seemed different now. Colors were brighter, sounds were sharper, and the taste of water from the tap was pure bliss. Returning to my bed, I felt like royalty. The softness cradled me. The familiar scent enveloped me. It was pure bliss. When I finally picked up my phone, each notification was like a precious jewel. The messages, the calls, the laughter, they were a symphony of connection. I basked in the warmth of human touch and the richness of shared experiences. It was a stark contrast to the solitude of my challenge, yet it felt even more precious because of it. After my experience, I didn't feel the urge to go back to my old ways. I didn't crave the constant stimulation or the mindless scrolling. I had tasted true freedom, and I didn't want to settle for anything less. The secret was to embrace the fear and use it as fuel. I learned that fear doesn't have to paralyze us. It can empower us. Fear itself is not the problem. It's what we do with it that matters. When I talk about fear, many people assume I'm referring to a vague sense of unease or concern. But let me clarify that I'm talking about a visceral, primal fear. The kind that freezes us in our tracks and makes our hearts pound in our chests. It's the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of the unknown. It's the fear that whispers in our ear, telling us to stay safe, play it small, and never risk it all. It's the fear that holds us back from pursuing our dreams, from speaking our truth, and from living a life on our own terms. But here's the thing, fear is not the enemy. In fact, fear can be our greatest ally. When we choose to face it head-on and use it as fuel, fear gives us clarity, focus, and determination. It reveals to us what we truly value and what we're willing to fight for. Fear shows us the areas of our life where we need to grow and evolve. It challenges us to expand our comfort zones and to become the best versions of ourselves. Fear is a powerful teacher and a loyal companion. It's the voice of our intuition, guiding us away from danger and towards our highest potential. When we learn to listen to fear and work with it rather than against it, we unlock a world of possibilities. I invite you to join me on this journey of self-discovery. Try your own mini fear detox and see how much you can grow. Share your experiences with the world, and let's create a movement that helps others break free from the chains of fear and embrace the limitless potential that lies within them. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments below. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Your support means everything to us.